Well, today our project is putting can lights in the amount of space that we have here. We're trying to get rid of the track lighting and make it more efficient. Well, today we have chosen the stud mounted can lights, Exhibit A. There's 4 or 5 different types. We've chosen this kind today because we're going to actually put insulation in this basement also to help the heating and everything for the floor above. So this is a standard 12 by 8 light, pretty simple to install. Okay, and so the reason we're using the can lights instead of these, for one, is safety, because the way they're very flimsy and not mounted correctly, and so that's why the customer chose the can lights over these, because of safety features. Okay.
We are now going to be turning off the power to the lights, therefore safety is always first. We do not want to become shocked at any point of this project. As you can see, the switch breaker is going to be turned off, so we know exactly what's going off. Lights just turned off. This is the first step in prepping of the process. After that, you do want to put down some tarp so that any drywall that falls down won't ruin any carpet or flooring that you're going to be working on. With bigger lights such as these, it is sometimes necessary to have a couple people holding the lights on so they don't come down on top of you, just in case if anyone installed them earlier didn't do a great job. They may not be as secure as one may think.
What we're going to do is cap these for right now. Always make sure that they're capped so that if you do happen to brush by them or something, that it would be safe. And then just push your excess wire back in the box. Okay.
Nifty little tool that you can find anywhere, such as Home Depot or Lowe's, would be the stud finder. This really allows you to find any kind of studs that are behind the wall, and you can finally find a good mount for the lights that we're going to be installing. Usually you're going to find the studs to be about 16 inches apart, starting from any of the corners. And then you'll find the pattern going parallel or horizontal to what you're going to be finding. What you do is stick this directly to the wall, and that will create a beeping sound, which you're going to see right here. And you're going to hold it down directly on it. Make sure you get that beeping. Once it stops, you slowly move across
and make a mark.
Now that we've found the actual centers of each of the beams, we're going to measure off the back of the wall coming out towards the direction so that we actually have a good reference of where these lights are going to be, and so that we can also have a straight line for these lights to be put in. That way you don't have a zigzag effect with these lights.
What we'll do is take 2 measurements so that we can chalk line it so that we can always have a nice straight spot here. Next, what you're going to do is put your chalk line to your 2 measurements that you have made on the ceiling. Your line's right there, John. And that'll give you a center point, just like that. And then from there, now we'll draw our squares and cut out our sheetrock. What you're going to do is measure the light in between your 2 joists that you've already marked off your 12-inch centers. So John, if you move back to this line right here, let's put the first one here. So basically you're going to make a mark on each end, because that's where your joist will be, so you'll know it's there, 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 and there on your straight line. And so now you can draw your 12-inch box and then cut the hole and put it in. Okay, so now that you've made your measurement for the light to fit in, kind of an easy, simple way, if you'll just tap a hole and then you can start cutting from there with a pretty basic sheetrock saw. You can pick these up for about $7 or $8 at Home Depot. So let us begin. stud, so you want to run right along next to the side of the stud. Okay, that'll give you a good start. You can go ahead and pull this out to make sure that you don't have any electrical or anything like that that could possibly be hitting or a vent. And now basically you see the studs are here and the stud is there, so just finish your cutting. Okay, so now we've done the cutting of the sheetrock. So now all we need to do is get our wire placed, and we're going to use the existing wire from the light we just took down, and then we're going to run it over here and we'll show you how to do that next.